in Week 9. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And we get a look at Jameis Winston ready to lead this New Orleans offense for the first time in his 7th season in the NFL and his 2nd with the Saints.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
7 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Winston. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 12 carries, 82 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Looking for the end zone. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get into. And now it's 2nd down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. On the delay, here's Hunt. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. This is caught and stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that's that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston. Flush to his right. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll try to throw now. Winston. It's brought in by Harris. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Winston. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, Winston. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Winston again. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About And set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After one, a 14-3 ball game. From the 29, Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain.
Jameis to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Winston to give. It's Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Winston now from the 50. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Throwing again on second down. Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The kick by Parkey is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10. At their own
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the So that one will be accepted. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go. Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. This is Hunt. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Marlon Davidson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the
under pressure, and they got to him again. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now Ryan on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on second down. Now it's Ryan. And that is caught. Hits Ridley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. On second down now, it's Hunt. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On third down, here's Hunt. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Ravens looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now it's Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About out set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. First down, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Now Jameis on second down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Marlon Davidson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Mike Pennell in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
56, the mic, boys, 56.
On 1st down, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action with Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the balls like those, look out.
And to put a ball on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. So Sean Payton correcting his decision to challenge as he wins the appeal.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. Sam Darnold, outstanding to this point. 4 touchdown passes. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Jameis now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, his throw incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a
conversion here on third down. Throwing, Winston. And that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
For Darrell Patterson on the return, the Falcons take over first and 10.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question is, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now a throw here, hauled in, and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Ryan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. To throw is Ryan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
Again, Ryan. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Falcons.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run again with Hunt, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Saints on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 17. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Saints 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And meanwhile, Winston throw complete there to Thomas. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by Marquez Callaway. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play. On 1st and 10, Winston. That is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 just shy of midfield at the 49. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards and moves the sticks. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. To throw again on second down. Winston. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one. Is that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a gain of 8.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Jordan Berry in punt formation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. They'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
Wow, what a game for us. Mostly in the first half. Didn't really do anything in the second half other than that interception return for a touchdown, if I remember correctly. But it was good to have a bounce-back game after getting destroyed by the Carolina Panthers. And Jameis Winston just was out of his element today. He wouldn't push the ball down the field. He wouldn't get rid of the football. Took a lot of sacks. And, we were able to push the ball down the field, and, we were able to run the ball successfully when we needed to. And that first half was just something of beauty for us. And now we're sitting at 4-4. Can't complain about that. Let's see how we do second half of the season. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned to the next one.